Also, good, strong paddlers for their age. They're from Oahu. Great family support. Their family's down here. Dalbert Sr.
So she was trying to get a little whitewater ride there, but that didn't work out. And little Bella Ellis is still trying to navigate through the shore break. Hopefully she can make it out. It's tough on a day like today because of the wind. It's just nonstop. There's going to be a little bit of whitewater moving in at all times. There's not really a break, and there's subtle channels out there, but not real defined channels. So hopefully she can make it out the back.
Yeah, definitely challenging as we get into the younger age groups, 9, 10, 11 years old in this heat. So it's definitely a testament to them, just their enthusiasm. And
there's Bella on the very, very inside in about 1.5 inches of water. She has opened her account.
Nice, Bella. Good one.
That's pretty cool. So in bronze, Jane Staples she's being patient, sitting out the back. She knows the sets are out there. It's just a matter of waiting it out.
Yep.
So she's kind of paddling back and forth, trying to stay warm. And Seashell Rivera is making her way back out. And Juliet Clark is on the inside. And it looks like she's opting to go for a little whitewater. So Dave is going to step away from the mic for a few minutes. He's going to recharge the batteries. So I will be holding it down for all you folks at home. And there's Jane Staples trying to get into one, but some of these waves are just, they're standing up out the back, and then they kind of hit that deep section and they back off. And so unfortunately, nobody has really made that connection from the outside just yet. So we are here at the Performance Paddling Junior Pro and Sup Fiesta. For the Groms, the future of the stand-up paddle surfing world is right here, right now, competing right here at Balsa Chica State Beach in Huntington Beach, California. This event is brought to you by the good folks over at Ocean Minded Sandals. They have been having their staff out here all day cleaning up the beach, doing a great job, producing amazing footwear. You guys are so cool. And this event is also brought to you by Surf Tech. Surf Tech's here with their stand-up boards. Boardworks is here. And Del Taco, I believe this is a first for Del Taco, supporting a stand-up event. So they're bringing a bunch of tacos down here for everybody. So the girls are making their way back out. On the very inside, Juliet Clark. She is standing up on the inside, trying to get that whitewater connection. And pretty much the strategy there is just to try to get some waves, get her wave count up. As we see Red taking off on a nice little left, she fades it back into the whitewater. And then she digs her rail and goes down. So what these girls are looking for is some open face, but some of the girls are kind of just getting started. As we see little Bella Ellis with a little bit of help catching some of the ankle biters on the very inside. And it's just cool to get that experience, getting the jersey on, pulling the jersey on, and hearing the horns and looking up at the flag and listening to the announcer and all of the nerves and everything you got to deal with. And eventually, as we see in bronze, Jane Staples taking off on a set wave. Unfortunately, it looks like she may not make it back to the face, and she does not. And Seashell Rivera is making her way out the back. in hopes of getting herself into a set wave that'll line up. So once again, these girls are from 9 to 11 years young. So they are just kind of getting their sup surfing careers underway. As Bella Ellis on the inside, she's got a little runner. I don't know if you could see her at home, but she just rode that wave all the way until her fins hit the sand. And that was definitely her best wave. And right now, the way this heat is forming up, you just don't know. You don't know what wave or what it's going to take to get through. As we see Seychelle Rivera trying to get into this little right-hander. She kind of lost her balance there, so she was not able to get in there. But gave it a go. So once again, if you're just tuning in, we are at the Performance Paddling Junior Pro and Youth Sup Fiesta, brought to you by Ocean Minded, as we go into an Ocean Minded instant replay right here. And we will see red. That's Seychelle Rivera fading back into the whitewater. The left didn't really offer much, so she brought it back in the whitewater and just hoping that maybe she could ride it out and it might reform, but it did not. And now Seychelle and Jane Staples are headed out the back, and there's a nice set coming in right now. And Jane looks like she's in position for this one, but she's a little too far inside. Oh, she's going to opt to take the whitewater here. And that does not pan out well for her. And Seychelle gets taken out by that wave as well. So it's a dicey game out there. The decision of where to stand, where to wait for waves. You sit way out the back and be patient and wait. Meanwhile, all your competitors are on the inside, and everyone's cheering as Bella Ellis is up and riding on a little ankle biter. It's hard. It's tough to sit out the back and just wait while everybody else seems like they're catching waves, and then you get impatient. And so you paddle in, and then sure enough, a set comes in, and you get taken out by it. So the girls will make their way back out. So we've got about 5 minutes left in this heat. And really at this point, as we welcome Dave back to the microphone,
back
Dave,
in action.
Not a lot has been going on since you left.
Yep.
Seychelle and Jane both have been trying to sit out the back and try to get something. They just got caught inside by a set. So at this point, one wave could win this heat.
Okay,
and that
so
could be it's real tight, and that could be anyone. Little Bella Ellis on the inside probably has more waves than anybody.
As she goes again.
Yeah.
That's rad. They got the water camera.
Bella, the water cameraman standing in ankle-deep water. I think this is Seychelle going for the whitewater here, hoping for some reform. Oh, she hung with it, but she goes down. And then Juliet Clark, she has been opting to sit on the inside and try to get the whitewater, and she's doing a bit of drifting right now. She's heading north, so hopefully she doesn't drift too far north. Well, we've probably got about 3 minutes or so left in this heat, and really at this point, all Seychelle or Jane really needs to do, in my opinion, would be just get outside, get out the back. I bet there's going to be at least one more set wave come in, and if they just get a good open-faced wave, I mean, that could very well win this heat.
Yep, one successful ride.
10 seconds left, 3 minutes left, girls.
And this is a semifinal, so top two is going to advance to the final of this heat.
Here goes Seashell on an insider. All right. So she's trying to find something to do with that little wave. And at this point, she's just kind of getting a little length of ride. She did get a somewhat of a cut back there, as if Jane can get back up on her board. She just fell off, and there's a nice set wave coming towards her. So let's see if she can turn around in time. It seems like these girls they're just sitting in a little bit too far. If they could just get a little further out, as Jane gets mowed by that whitewater. But man, another 15 yards out, and they're catching these waves.
They're there, yeah.
And that's, you know, at this point, that's all it takes. Just make the drop and go down the line, and you could have a winner.
I don't know if you guys have ever used that stuff, but
So they have about 2 minutes left or so, and we'll see if Jane can get out the back. Seychelles is way on the inside. She's trying to make her way out. Looks like Jane's. Yep, she's going to try to get back out. And Bella Ellis, yet again, shredding the ankle biters into the sand. I wonder whose board that is.
I don't know. It could be Maloney's.
Okay. Oh, it looks like it, yeah.
It could be Maloney's board.
I wonder how he feels about that, because her philosophy is just ride it all the way until the board stops.
Yep.
So she parks the fins in the sand, and she steps off and says, Dad, can you come get my board and
Your
get me
thruster
back
is
out
now
there?
a twin, Ryan.
Yeah. Or maybe she's fine-tuning the fins now. They're getting sandblasted.
I think so. So we're in heat 7. This is girls 9 through 11, semi-heat number 1. Going to go straight into semi-heat number 2.
And what a surprise. There's a bracket in semi-heat number 2.
Yep, them
Jessica Brackett's
everywhere.
in there. Zoe Carter will be coming up, and Alexandria Higginson. So I look forward to seeing those two. And then that's funny. There's the next heat. We got 2 of the 3 girls are from Tahoe. So far, the Tahoe kids have been putting on quite a show. Oh. You don't want to be on the beach side of your board.
Yeah. What turtles say, when the wave break here, don't be there.
When the wave breaks here, brah, don't be there.
They actually showed North Shore on the big screen at the Lido Theater in Newport, I think a week ago.
Awesome.
And Rick Can and Turtle, Mark Adler. And,
were they in the house?
They were in the house.
Nice.
Yep. So
hey, what's Turtle? John Philbin.
Yeah, John Philbin.
The guy's actually into it, right? He surfs all the time.
Yeah, they actually both surf. But I think John is the more avid
He's
surfer.
into it.
Yeah. You'll see him on the North Shore in the wintertime and like hanging out the Vulcan house and all that stuff.
So, and what's the actor who played Rick Kane?
Mark Adler.
Mark Adler.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't actually live in Arizona and surf the Arizona wave tank.
I just want to believe he lives in Arizona.
I thought, like, yeah, me too.
But he does surf.
He's legit. That's pretty cool. For those of you who don't know, we're talking about the film North Shore. Came out, when did that film come out? In the early 90s or late 80s?
I think
Nia Peoples, wasn't she the local Hawaiian girl?
Nia Peoples is still one of my all-time crushes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
right. So heat number 2 in this semifinal is underway with in red Alexandria Higginson, in white Jessica Brackett, and in bronze Zoe Carter. Well, shout out to Tahoe, all of you folks up in Tahoe who are tuning in to watch all of your kids in action out here. Pay close attention because you have 2 of the 3 in this heat.
Yep, this is semi number 2, so the top 2 will be moving on to the final.
Juliet Clark, well done in your heat, Juliet.
So it looks like
Jane Staples, Jane in yellow, you're in 3rd place.
Jessica Brackett, she was watching that last heat, and she was watching Bella Ellis in action, and so she just already got her first wave, as we see red Alexandria on the little shin high wave on the inside. So these girls saw Bella in action in the last heat and thought, shoot, why should I paddle all the way out the back when I can just sit in here and collect my waves?
Yep. And this is the girls 9 to 11-year-old. So a lot of these girls, you know, some of them have never been in a surf competition anymore. Looks like we only have a two-person heat now. It's Alexandria Higginson and Jessica Brackett. So they're going to duke it out in the inside whitewater.
I was
right
waiting
there.
for you to say that.
Yeah, first time you heard that, right?
Yeah. So Zoe, she had enough. She did the surf race this morning and thought, you know, Dad, I'm done.
Oh, and then look on the beach.
What
We
a
got
plan.
the grommets. Like, look at, they're just having their little grommet banter.
Yeah, there's Team Surf Tech right there.
Yeah,
We got
Team Surf
Maddox
Tech.
and Trent.
Looks like they're members of the Performance Paddling Clinic.
They're part of the crew.
Team.
Absolutely.
Performance Paddling Team.
Yeah, we got the kid in the blue sweatshirt there. That's Maddox Springer.
Yep.
I was talking to his dad. I think that's a bracket there who's stealing the paddle there from Trent Carter.
Look at him. He's all, look at my reach.
Maddox's dad, Seth, he's a firefighter, LA County firefighter, and he was showing me some photos and stuff of some of the stuff those guys have been dealing with the last couple of weeks. So we want to shout out to all the firefighters in California who've been battling the blaze up there by Malibu and Ventura.
Yeah, last I checked, it's still only 20% contained. I wonder if this wind and everything just reaps havoc and they can't, contain it because of the wind swirling around.
I mean, that's got to be a nightmare, right? It's one thing that when the fire started, I think you guys were dealing with some Santa Anas down here, so they knew where the flames were gonna go, and then the wind's really been kind of all over the place. So it doesn't help, that's for sure. As we see both of our competitors here, Alexandra and Jessica, sharing a little wave on the inside.
They got the same wave. They're gonna get a tie in this heat.
It could be a tie.
Because they keep riding the same waves.
One of them just needs to do a headstand or something to.
And I'm still baffled. Jessica Brackett is just in her little swimsuit.
Ugh.
No wetsuit, these Brackett kids.
They're nuts. I mean, but they live in Tahoe, so maybe Dad's got them training. Chris is throwing them out there in the frozen pond.
I'm just feeling like a wimp. And
me too.
That's about it.
Well, it's just cool to see these youngsters out here having fun, giving it a go, learning, and just able to be a part of it all. You know, it's awesome that this event is about them.
Yeah, for sure. This is the first annual Junior Pro and Youth Sup Fiesta. Obviously, it's the brainchild of Anthony Vela and Kenneth Appleby, Performance Paddling. You know, they put this event together for all the grommets. They donate a ton of their time and effort and money, really, to help coaching these kids with their performance paddling team and giving back to the youth. Great ambassadors of the sport of paddling, stand-up paddling, and I mean, this is a killer event. You're going to willing to bet that it's going to keep growing.
Well, that's what we can only hope, and hopefully all of you folks that are watching all over the United States and beyond,
as we got the Grom hazing down there.
Yeah, we don't encourage Grom beatings or sand kicking, but it is fun to watch. But we'd love to see these events happen in North Carolina, Florida, New York, Oregon, Northern California, Southern California, Texas, where there are waves, or even just a body of water. Oh, Maddox got some ninja style going on.
Yeah, check that out. Sup Ninja.
I think the bracket kid needs to go get himself a paddle.
He does. Well, I want to see some jousting.
Yeah. Maybe the next level is we get an octagon. Put a little octagon on the sand and let the kids go at it. So certainly I think Anthony and Candace's ambition is to see this style of event grow. So there are events that are dedicated to the youth in every region in the U.S. and beyond. So it's not just about the adults.
Uh-oh, we got live on the cam the Boardworks crew, Philip and Gretchen. They're obviously working really hard under their Boardworks tent.
Oh, wait a minute. Where again is the Boardworks tent? It's empty.
Clark, your heat is over. You're in the first heat. Juliet Clark, your
All
heat
right,
is
and bracket, another to the beach ride.
Juliet Clark in blue. Juliet, your heat is over. This is the next heat.
Juliet Clark from the previous heat is not done. She's having way too much fun. So she's just keeping it going, and that's all good.
Why not? The lineup's clear.
Yeah, why not? Hey, she paid her entrance fee. That's how I am with golf.
Yeah.
When I play golf, I want to hit the ball as many times as I can. Get my money's worth. So it looks like she is going to call it a day. Juliet Clark wrapping it up. She's going in. Jessica Brackett and Alexandria Higginson finishing up their heat is little Jessica Brackett gliding into, how big is that wave? I mean, if her board's, 3 inches thick, and then the whitewater's coming up halfway up the rail.
That is about 2.5 inches thick.
2.5 inch
or
wave.
tall, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone.
And that takes some skill because your fin is a 5-inch fin, right? Minimum. So she's
right.
got to apply just enough pressure up front to keep the fins from grabbing the sand. As Alexandria gets a nice little wave.
I do wonder how they're going to score this heat. Because there is this is a semi.
This is a semi. It's
oh,
a
but
serious
you know what?
business.
They both advance.
They both advance. So we're going to cut to commercial right now, and we will be back. And I'm going to go take a pin.
Introducing the new Buck and Under menu from Del Taco.